I mean, dude, I got hit.
That's the problem. That's the problem.
She's gonna hit me.
That's what we're trying to fight with the Me Too movement. You got sheesh.
I'm sorry
you got
happened.
punched.
I don't know if we're allowed to say that. I'm telling my story here.
Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this?
It's another edition of KFC Radio on the Barstool Sports Network. We just wrapped up an interview with Stavros from Come Town, and his new comedy special is out. We're going to get right to it. We're going to do a couple quick segments, but...
Real quick before we get to that, I have an issue going on in my life right now. And it's my dad bought a boat.
Uh-huh.
And he
wants to go on the boat all the time?
No, he keeps referring to himself as the captain.
Oh, no.
and
I say, oh, no, but also, oh, yes.
And
yes.
Here's the thing.
Oh, I can't wait.
I honestly don't even think this can be a socials clip because he does check my socials. But he's not a cat. Like, you can be a captain. You can get a captain's license.
Oh, wow.
He does not have his captain's license.
I don't think when someone says, like, I'm the captain now, I don't think they're being like, I got the papers.
Dude,
I think
we'll
they're like,
be in,
I'm
like-
the dad, it's my boat, I'm the captain.
We'll be in the kitchen. Like last
Oh, it's not even when you're on the boat?
We'll be, as a captain.
Oh, I love it. Mr. Feidelberg.
It's
round of applause.
downright lunacy.
I might go buy a boat just to be able to do this. Just when we're arguing, I can be like, listen, the captain's speaking right now, okay?
We were out on the boat on like Sunday, and I didn't tell the story in the house because I didn't want to tell the story in the captain's house when I was and it was like we were out on the boat, and he was like behind another boat, and we had to go under a bridge, and you slow down, and there's no wake, 100 yards on the other side of the bridge, all this bullshit. And we're behind this boat, and it's some fucking dude in a tank top and like a Monster Energy hat backwards.
Yeah.
And my dad's like, hey, captain, what's the deal here? I'm like, not everyone's a captain. Stop saying everyone's a captain.
Doing the wave, you know, everybody does the wave.
I did. I go like that. I do the cowboy.
Some
You have
people
your
do
own.
the salute.
But
Everybody has their own thing.
he was also showing
captain.
me. So my parents live on like a river, and to get out to the ocean, you have to follow like this channel.
Yeah.
Right. And
Yeah.
it's you have to follow all these the channel markers.
Sure.
And it's insanely serpentine.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. Like,
Right.
it's
It's probably to keep speed down or something, right?
It's
whatever, but yeah.
I'm sure it's bullshit.
Yeah,
right?
you're right.
And then there were occasionally people cutting through it.
Captain doesn't like that.
And I would
Captain doesn't like that.
I would be like, well, why the fuck are we doing this? Like, we're adding 20 minutes to this trip. Why are we doing this?
Captain always follows the rules of the sea.
And he was just like, well, you just don't like rules, huh? I was like, I don't dislike rules, dude. I
can hear him saying it too. What's wrong with you? You just don't like rules, huh, John?
I was like, I just need to know why I'm following the rules. Like that's all. That's
Listen,
all it is.
You're just you don't have your sea legs about you. You don't respect the sea. You don't respect the captaincy.
I'm trying to show you how to fucking get the
Captainship.
boat out of the river, and you're complaining about the serpentine.
Well, that's
like, well, it doesn't make any sense. And also, by the way, don't get me started on the color of these fucking channel markers. They're the same color as the ocean, so they're really hard to see.
Well, only a captain can see them.
So it's like
Spoken like a lieutenant. Spoken like
this is so important.
Spoken like a deck swab or whatever the fuck.
I was like, if these are so important, why don't they make them more visible? And he's like, well, this kid doesn't.
Have you ever heard of a little something called wax on, wax off? You know what I mean? He's teaching you. You're learning a lesson in life. You follow the serpentine channel inlet fucking buoys, and you learn something about life.
Right. Dude,
That's what the captain's trying to teach you.
He's like, you gotta hug him. You gotta hug him. People would be whipping 40 yards outside of just. I was like, oh, he's taking a pretty wide berth on that one.
I would tell you
He's
what.
like, yeah, he's not doing it right. I'm like, I think he's doing it right because he's fine.
Those people, probably not captains. Probably not captains. I love the fact that he probably lays his head down tonight going, I'm going to call myself captain all day again.
I'm going to get him a captain hat, and he's not going to get the joke.
Oh, no. Fucking sport it with pride, man. I don't know what happens where all of a sudden you just have dad humor, but it just clicks, and all of a sudden you're the captain.
Yeah.
I'm the captain now.
Yeah, I was a captain. My mom was like, what, dude?
Oh, my God. I swear, if my dad started calling himself the captain everywhere, I kid you not, my mom will murder him with her bare hands. I actually think that my parents' relationship will end in bloodshed. I don't see any other way that their marriage doesn't end in death. Whether it's one of them, whether it's both of them.
Like Romeo and Juliet, very romantic.
Whether it's, I was going to say, whether it's murder, whether it's suicide, whether it's double murder suicide, however it happens, there's no way it ends peacefully. I've never seen two people get mad about. My dad puts the thing down there. She's like, why don't you put it down there? I mean, every single thing they will fight about, and one of these days. Captain's going to take it into his own hands. Captain's either him or her, but the captain's going to take it into their own hands. That's a fact.
I have something it's a super tonal shift, but I learned this fact last night.
Hit me.
And you said bloodshed, and it made me think of it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how many mass shootings there have been since Uvalde?
I can't even. What?
18. That's crazy. There have been 18 mass shootings
they play,
since Uvalde.
They play a little fast and loose with the definition, though, right?
But that's also such an American thing.
But that doesn't.
It's 4 people shot in one location.
Oh, that's okay. No. I didn't. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a gun was fired in a place of public. Like
no, it's 4 people shot.
No, that's a mass shooting. Okay. So then that's bullshit because that's some NRA shit that's brainwashed. Because I was thinking, well, not really. No. 4 people get shot. It's a fucking shooting.
It's like it doesn't matter how many die.
Yeah.
And then like one of them was a family slaughter. Like a husband killed his 3 children and his wife.
Sure. Right.
And
I saw that fucking scumbag.
And
they're
in
like,
Austin, Michigan.
Well, that's mental health.
And it's like, well, that doesn't count because a guy killed his whole family. That's not
no
a
big deal. Come on. It's not like he shot up a whole school. Just slaughtered his little children. No big deal. That's fucking nuts.
All of them under 7.
And you know what I love? I got guys in my mentions because obviously I went off about this last week.
What a shift! That was an all-time KFC radio show.
I teed you up with bloodshed. There was a connector. I obviously was very passionate about it last week, and people were like, "Oh, not talking about it this week." It's like, well, I'm not going to talk about something that I literally can't fix. I could talk about this every single day. Nothing's going to change. But I also got people being like, oh, yeah? Well, why don't you say something about what happened in Philadelphia last night? There was 13 shootings and like 5 people got hit. It's like, well, that too. Yeah, that's bad too.
No, the gun control thing I mentioned?
It's all of it.
That would be
it's
part of it.
all of the things. Yes, I'm sorry I get a little more impassioned when it's small children in mass numbers. But also, the dozens of people in Philly that night, I feel bad for you too.
Yeah.
Let's clean it all the fuck up. You dumb assholes.
Stefan was at that one.
What?
What do you use at that one? Like it was a fucking concert.
Maybe it wasn't that.
But he was in Philly for a shooting?
He was in Philly at like an ice rink by like their pier and like had to drop down or
Jesus
on the roller
Christ.
rink and like hide for a while.
Stefan was at a roller rink in Philly?
Yeah.
I love that. He just said he had to hide for his life, and you threw out there, Stefan's at a roller rink?
You might have been asking for that one.
You know what? I swear to God, if someone leaves behind a manifesto that just says, I'm shooting up people at a skating rink in Philly, I'd be like, well,
Yeah.
that's just tightening up society a little bit
Pretty
there.
weird, so.
Today's episode is brought to you by. No, you know what we'll do real quick? We'll do a quick 5 minutes. We were recording this at 2:37.
Okay.
The Johhny Depp verdict is coming out in 23 minutes. So we're just gonna do 2 right now.
Okay.
Johhny Depp, the verdict is out. What
is he? I was
gonna say I don't even know how to say. The verdict is out. Amber Heard has been found guilty of defamation of character against Johhny Depp.
Sure. Yeah.
It's one for the Me Too movement.
Yeah, it's a good one.
This has been our horse that we are riding into the new society, a new generation.
Dude,
where the guys are gonna get don't you come here up.
No.
This is our Me Too hero who's gonna prove that sometimes chicks are fucking assholes too.
I'm agreeing with you.
Okay.
There was I think Barstool U had it on Instagram the other day, yesterday maybe, where it was like 6 chicks who dressed up as men to go spy on their friend's boyfriend going out that night.
Okay.
And it was like a funny thing. It was like, ha ha. Right? Like, I think the chick's Instagram comment on it, like, we need to, like, everyone needs a friend like this kind of bullshit.
Right.
And
it's like, yeah.
Imagine if we all fucking went out, we're like, we're going to see what our friend's girlfriend's doing.
We're just going to
And we have
unknowingly
our fucking
spy on them.
Hits out like this, like, what's going on at the club tonight? You'd be like, that man is a psychopath.
Absolute psychopath. Lock
You'd say
him up.
That man's a psychopath.
It's just 5 guys.
Imagine if I shit in someone's bed.
You would be locked up immediately.
Psychopath.
If we all dressed up like chicks, went incognito, stalked a girl for the night, unknowingly surveilled her, and then we're like, surprise, we've been following you all night. Ha ha ha. We go to jail.
Classic girls, just
chicks
being
being
regular
chicks.
women.
Fucking
What's up?
ridiculous. So shout out to Johhny Depp, who, albeit not an angel himself, and probably made some mistakes that he regrets.
Hey, we've all made mistakes.
We all have, and honestly, in
We've all
relationships,
accidentally cut off our finger and written on the wall in blood. I mean,
who amongst us?
who among us?
But honestly, literally, who amongst us has not been in a relationship where you do things that you would never do with a coworker or a friend? You behave in ways that you never would tolerate. You do things that are out of this world because you are trapped and warped and fucked in the head by a chick or a guy who is just tormenting you, and you don't know how to get out other than fucking fighting and yelling and making up and fucking, and all of a sudden your career is ruined and you're like, what? How did I fucking end up here? And he took back the power. He at least stood up for himself. He knew. Yeah, look at these chicks, all just dressing up, spying on girls in the club.
This is if a group
Crazy
of guys did
people.
this, it would be genuinely and I understand we talk about the double standard all the time, and like
Of course, there is a double standard. Yeah,
there is a double standard. I get it. It's a genuinely insane move. It's a genuine,
Yeah.
and you know they might be doing it for the talk or the gram
it's
or
like
whatever.
probably more funny than anything,
but
there's a sense of realism there too, where it's like spy on him and report back, and then that way you can hold this over his head and torture him and fight him. And So it's been a long time coming that it's like, I would say this. All I would say is, despite each side of the evidence and whichever side you believe, I think the important thing to take away from this is that chicks can be abusive and assholes too. I think for a long time it was just all the stories we heard were one-sided, and that was because these stories never come to light.
Physically as well.
Yeah, absolutely. But we don't say anything. You know what I mean?
I got a strong jaw.
We don't speak up on it. Yeah, we can take a punch, but we shouldn't have to. And
Did I get an actual sheesh out of you?
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, dude, I got hit.
He's
What do you
the
know?
victim. That's the problem.
I know.
That's the problem.
She would have hit me.
That's what we're trying to fight with the Me Too
that.
movement. You got sheesh.
I'm sorry
You got
that
punched.
happened.
Oh,
That
I
was
don't know
what
if we're
the
allowed to say
sheesh
that.
was.
I'm telling my story here.
We all have gotten hit or had things thrown at us, and we just keep quiet because otherwise we're the pussy. We're the guy who can't even, he's not tough enough. This little 100-pound girl is abusing you. It's like, yeah, she's hitting me with her shoe. She's slapping me in the face. She's throwing copper mugs at me. She's abusing me with the phone. She's raping me with technology. Yes.
And with her mouth.
And yes. And with her pussy. It's crazy.
I've woken up to many a blowjob. Guys just fucking throwing water bottles. Like, so, he's complaining about what?
Okay.
All right.
The verdict is out. Amber Heard acquitted on all charges of defamation of character for Johhny Depp.
Believe women.
Believe all women.
Okay?
Believe all women. That's the takeaway here, is that no woman lies.
Hashtag fucking believe women. What kind of scumbags would be on Johhny Depp's side not knowing what the whole story, like,
honestly,
3 weeks ago, everyone was on Johhny Depp's side.
And then I heard some of the stories. I was like, whoa,
And then it's like,
disavow.
no, dude, he was
Disavow.
a fucking abusive asshole.
Bro, there were stories that was like, this. Forget about defamation of character. This guy's gonna go to jail right now. This is abuse. I started riding that horse a little too fast. I was like, wait a minute. I don't know about this Johhny Depp thing anymore. I think that the important thing to remember here is that
Mick's head is literally in his hand.
I think the important thing to remember here is, people will talk, oh, those bruises were a hoax and she did it for fame. And you know what? Some of those things can be true. You can be in a relationship for the wrong reasons. You could be a gold digger. You could be a fame chaser. You can be an asshole. Amber Heard's an asshole. But that doesn't mean that you're not getting abused.
Correct.
So she still deserves to be safe and
100%.
And if this is going on, she deserves, to be
She deserves
acquitted
to have
of
her
all
career.
Right.
More scenes in Aquaman 2.
All the lines,
Right?
all of the lines in Aquaman. And Johhny, it's like you had your run, Captain and Jack. It's over. Professor.
They should make her the new Captain Jacqueline Sparrow.
That's how you do it.
That's what a good. In the Disney.
That would be the
reboot
verdict.
With she gets the rights to the character Jack Sparrow.
There you
That
go.
is because not all silver. What is it? Not all something. Fuck, I forget.
Yeah.
It's some not all treasure is gold, mate. Sometimes it's a character on Disney.
Today's episode is
Hey,
brought to you by
our rant
Roman.
was longer about one of the people.
Can you tell which one we actually believe? Today's episode is brought to you by Roman, the secret to longer lasting sex. Roman swipes are clinically proven to help you last longer in bed. They're effective, they're easy to use, they're fast acting, they don't require a prescription. You don't need to go to a doctor. Well, you don't need to, you get a doctor through Roman, so you can prescribe with them. You don't need to worry about having it rub off on your partner.
Did you see the I don't know if this is on, but did you see the Shane Gillis put up on his Instagram story?
Yes, one of the competitors sending him.
Fuck, my bad.
Yeah.
That one.
Roman, you open it up, a little packet. It's discreet. You open it up, you rub it on your dick. You last, I don't know, 25, 30% longer than your average sex. Everybody's satisfied. And you actually train your dick to last longer so that eventually you won't even need the Roman swipes. But the best part is, even if you do need them, they're just $5 a month when you go to getroman.com/KFC. And you get $10 for a monthly plan. You get $10 off the swipes. So you go to getroman.com/KFC to get $10 off your swipes when you choose a monthly plan. Get Roman, get longer sex.
Oh, that sounded my nuts.
Am I the asshole today? We've got. By the way, just a quick shout out to
Dude, do the Mets play baseball all the time?
every day,
What is happening?
every day, and they don't lose. They just win every day.
I feel like every time we're in here, the Mets are playing baseball.
Well, I mean, you do kind of play baseball every day in the major leagues.
But it's a lot of, we record
A lot of
during
day
the
games. A lot of day games. Yeah, a lot of day games
It
recently.
is-
Midweek day games. Never on the weekend.
By the way, what a bunch of goddamn fucking cunts the St. Louis Cardinals fans are.
Oh, the worst,
Dude,
Yeah, it goes
and-
Yankee fans, and then right underneath them is Cardinals fans.
I know it's not a revelatory statement, but like I quote tweeted the Barstool tweet last night. That was like, I forget what it said.
It said like,
the
Albert walks it off.
The machine.
Yeah,
the machine walks it off. He doesn't stop. The fucking soft line out to left field.
Yeah, it was a sack fly that wasn't even dramatic.
It was technically a sack fly. I wouldn't even call it a sack fly. Like,
Right. It was like
it's
you
a
were trying to get a hit and
it's a
you-
soft liner.
Yeah,
Like it
yeah.
wasn't anything. And I was like, oh, I thought it was gonna be a bigger thing because I don't know. All we do is tweet in caps locks now.
Yep.
And then people were like, "Oh yeah, you should have grounded out instead because it's just May." And I was like,
Shut the fuck
I wasn't
up.
making fun of the Cardinals, you dumb fucking asshole.
Yeah,
I was
it's
making fun of the tweet.
You idiots. We're making fun of ourselves, as a matter
winning,
of fact.
winning a baseball game is always good.
Morons.
I agree with that. You fucking losers.
Growing up a Cubs fan, they always try to wedge like that rivalry, like it's something that we actually give a fuck about. And
Yeah, fuck that.
they're the worst fucking fans.
Yeah, and they think they're the best, and it's so goddamn annoying. They can just suck dicks. Shout out to our homeboy in Philly, who is clean as a whistle these days. 5 straight. His 5 straight is probably like 9 of 10, losing in every which fashion. Walk-offs, blown saves, errors, shutouts. He's just going home every night and just legs up in the air. He's on all fours. She's doing it every which way. He's on top of her face. She's on top of him. All fours. He's getting the reach around. He's doing the
pounding
tug.
back like the fucking paddleboard.
She's doing the
Nuts
thing.
are bouncing back.
Yeah. Oh, she's going from tip to hole, back and forth, upside down, the whole which way. So there's at least one guy in Philly who's like, hey, keep it going. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. 5 straight. 7 of 9. 7 of 8.
Losers.
That is not great, except for one man in Philly who's just got an asshole that is tickling. Just feel, that you know what that is? There's probably a man in Philadelphia who just like came out because of the Phillies losing streak. He was like, I want this all the time. Kick that girl to the curb and go get his ass
I'd
played
like
with
that
his
girl
rest
to
of his
call
whole.
in one day.
Oh, I would love to talk to
explain
her.
the situation more clearly because I don't think we understand it.
I think we do. I think it's just confusing that they're just like Philly.
Well, like, I still don't get. Does he like it or does he not like it?
I don't think he likes it,
Okay.
but I think he's gonna like it.
I'd like. That's what I mean. Like,
yeah,
I'd like
yeah.
her
We want
to-
to hear from him. Is what
Are
we want to hear
you-
for.
Is this against his will?
Yeah, no, he's definitely getting.
Are you R-wording him?
He is getting analingus raped. Is what's happening there.
Which is the best kind.
Am I the
I mean,
asshole?
if you had to pick one way,
To-
that's the best way.
with your tongue.
yeah.
Okay.
Anal English is what
Right.
you're talking
But
about.
yeah. Like,
If you had to pick a way, that would be my number one way.
yeah, you can lick my ass against my. You can lick my ass against my
Even,
will all you
if
want.
I didn't like that would be the best way. Even if it's something you just genuinely hate. There's nothing penetrative about it. There's not like
no,
that's the best way.
It's just like you're just licking a body part.
That's
you know
the
what I mean?
best way to be raped. I just wanted to make sure I got that clip out.
I'm saying it clear.
Nick didn't even come close to smiling.
We should do these on a timer more often because we let it rip, man. All right, one quick "Am I the asshole?" We'll do our 3 voicemails and then we'll get to Stavy, baby. Am I the asshole for returning a litterer's? Say that 10 times fast. Litterer's trash to him at work. I was at home on my balcony when I saw a guy in a truck drive up to the woods beside my house, dump a bunch of shit out of his truck in the swampy area of my property, and drive off. I didn't want to confront him when I was alone, so I let him drive off, but I was annoyed that there was shit I'd have to clean up. The next day, I went to load it up into boxes to take it to the dump. It looked like old office waste. It had CRT monitors, broken chairs, and boxes of paper. But the dump said that they don't take that stuff. So I was already pissed off having to spend my morning borrowing a truck and dredging shit out of the swamp. So I got frustrated, started looking through the papers. I found a bunch which identified the company as a local construction firm. From there, I found out the guy driving the truck was an employee named Jim Baker. So I put on a safety vest and steel-toed boots, drove to the office. I walked in real confident to the receptionist and said, "Delivery for Jim Baker." She asked me if he needed to sign for it. I said, "No, I can just drop it off. Where should I put the packages?" She said the reception area was fine. I dropped off the first box, then another, then like 12 boxes and 3 broken chairs that wouldn't fit in a box. The receptionist asked me what was going on with the chairs, and I said, "I don't know. I'm just the delivery driver," and I headed out. The receptionist, he left a note saying, "Dear Jim Baker, I'm sorry you misplaced your company's belongings in my yard. It must have been quite the accident as a whole truck full of stuff was thrown about all over my property, but I wanted to return your missing belongings." In the parking lot, I was just getting ready to leave when the dude came running out. He was the owner and asked me what the hell was going on. I said I had a delivery for Jim Baker. He said he's not authorized to make purchase orders. What's this about? I said, "I don't know, man. I'm just the driver." The guy seemed kind of confused at first. I could understand why. A young woman in a pick truck this is a chick? Wow.
I knew.
But when I thought it was a chick.
knew
But then when she
it
said
was a
I got steel-toed boots and a hard vest and all that shit, I was like, a hard hat and a vest. So I decided it was time to get going. I sped off. The guy was yelling to get back to blah 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 blah. I mean, you get the point.
Yeah. In literally any other situation, she would be the asshole. Like going through all those lengths.
I think she's still the asshole.
No, dude. I think if you litter,
I think everyone.
you're a genuine pure scumbag.
So do I. But I'm just saying everyone's the asshole here.
Nah, she's
Bro,
she's definitely a little.
You take all the time to do this whole act and shit. You're an asshole,
dude.
You're right. She is right. She is justified.
Here, in New York, I actually saw it the other day. I was walking home and someone had like a fountain drink, right? And they took the straw out and then they just threw the wrapper. Mm-hmm. And I didn't say anything because I'm a coward.
Yeah.
But like I literally thought about it.
The rest of the day.
It's been a week.
Yeah.
It's all
you know what it is? I don't care about the environment, to be honest. I'll shoot you straight. I mean, I'd rather it not be bad, but it's not the environment. It's the selfishness. It's like, why do you think that you get to do that? Fuck you.
Yeah, dude,
you're nobody.
You're on
an
street
asshole
in New York.
Yeah,
dude.
There's garbage cans every
right
2 seconds.
Literally, we were like 3 sidewalk squares for trash.
Right,
can.
just put it there, man.
I honestly think that if you litter, I do think you should get like a lifetime in prison. I'm with you in the sense like I don't think it makes a huge impact on the environment. Like throwing your fucking straw wrapper on the ground in New York that's gonna be picked up very soon. Mm-hmm. It's not the end of the world.
Principle. It's the principle.
It's you're such a genuinely, purely bad person who is so willing to ignore the
social norms of like this makes me look like an asshole and I just don't care.
You should be in prison. You should do. Everyone should do this. Everyone with more honor and pride than me should do that. Like do everything you can to shame. And fucking put a litterer in their place.
I can get down with that. This is one of those vibes where they need a new, you know how they have like NTA, YTA, ETA, you're not the asshole, you're the asshole. We need one that's like, you're the asshole, YTABBOT. you're the asshole, but not because of this. like you are an asshole. I can tell that you're an annoying bitch. This time you happen to be justified, but I bet you like would bother other people at their place of work for something like that they don't deserve.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
definitely.
so you're an asshole, but yeah, I mean also I thought
Dude, like, if
littering
you-
was gonna be like he dropped his like McDonald's bag, not like large bulk
Trailers.
waste.
Yeah.
I mean, like that's a move right there.
One,
Also,
honestly,
what does this chick live
I'm
in like the
strangely
swamps?
more okay with that.
Yeah, me too. I am because that guy was like, you know what he did? He went down to the dump probably, and they were like, we don't take this stuff, and he was like, I gotta put it somewhere. My boss told me to get rid of it. I'm gonna go put it in the swamp. It's probably the safest place for it.
That happened to me once when I was a child. My uncle was moving out of his apartment, I think, or he's doing something where he had a bunch of trash.
Yep.
And tried to bring it to the dump. They wouldn't take it.
Yep.
So he came and picked me up at my parents' house, and we drove around town looking for dumpsters because you know how like throwing
Individual
trash in a
dumpsters.
dumpster is
Yeah.
bad news. You
Right,
can't do
right,
that.
right.
And he had me do it
Because the kid
I was
wouldn't
a
get
kid.
like in trouble.
So no one would like, get mad at a kid. So like we were just driving around Fall River. I was in a truck and I was just like I don't know. I was over 10 on this one. So that's how I'm gonna start telling stories. Over 10, under 10. I was over 10. And
Strong enough to lift up a chair, young enough to not get beat up for it.
and it was like
That is a weird thing that's been like drilled into us though. Like, why is it a big deal if we put like garbage into a dumpster?
because like you pay by the dumpster.
No, but like I had a feeling that it's like illegal.
Right.
Like it's like this is just that somebody bought it and they don't want you putting your shit in
Because
there.
people will shoot you for it because there's so many guns here.
You're on one today. I love it. Voicemails are brought to you by Shady Rays. It's the summertime, so you know what that means. That means I start wearing my sunglasses again. Sunglasses in the summer. That's the one thing that John truly hates about me. Genuinely hates about me that I don't wear sunglasses in the winter.
It fucking reflects off the snow, dude.
The sun is sunnier in the summer.
It's stronger in the winter.
No, it's not. The reflection is true.
I go skiing and people come back like, what fucking tropical island were you on? I wasn't. I was at Killington.
You know why they said
because
that?
The fucking snow reflects.
Because you're supposed to wear your sunglasses when it's sunny out. When the sun is out
because
and it's
they
hot
see
and
all
tropical.
my sun I got on my fucking skin.
Yep.
UV8 on the top of Bear Mountain, bro.
Dude, the sun is sunnier in the summer. That's a fact. And so you can go get 2 pairs of Shady Rays, which are the top internet sunglasses company in the world right now. They are affordable glasses while being stylish, while being cool. They have all different frames, all different lenses, different colors. They've got kind of cocky and fashion forward ones. They've got your classics. They've got ones for a dad who calls himself the captain, and you got ones for like Gen Z, who's the cool kids in town. So either way, what you can do is get 2 pairs. Get one for the captain and get one for your kid. And right now you'll get 50% off when you pick 2 pairs. You go to shadyrays.com/KFC and you get 2 pairs, 50% off, polarized sunglasses. And the best part is they have, from the second you buy it until the second you're dead, you have a lifetime guarantee for any broken or lost sunglasses. No questions asked, no strings attached. You sit on them the first day, break them, you get a new one. You lose them the first day in the ocean, you get a new one. Doesn't matter. And it's all half off when you go to shadyrays.com/KFC. Voicemails, let's go.
Guess what? I recognize Denny Steele now.
Yep.
KFC fights Nick, Jackie, Pabs, Zach. I think
That was homophobic. That was the most Kevin said the whole F word on the show before. That was the most homophobic thing I've ever heard.
KFC fights Nick, Jackie, Pabs, Zach. The worst time of the day is 3. 3 a.m. sucks. 3 p.m. blows. What's your guys' favorite worst time?
The worst time of the day.
That's a good question.
That is
The
a good
worst
one.
time?
Oh, I think 4 o'clock is the answer. 4 o'clock in the morning is you're up way too early, you're out way too late. And 4 p.m. is like, you're at the fucking finish line. Like I have another hour of work. I gotta blow my brains out.
No.
It's 4 in a runaway, brother.
I think it's 3. I think he's right. I think it's 3. Because 4, I think 4 is on the other end of both. I think 4 is like
you're about to have a fun time, like it's a classic night.
I'm almost home.
I
Who
could
gives a
understand
shit?
that, yeah.
And then 4 a.m. You're like,
close.
oh, we're in one.
Yeah.
Like we're in one. At
Okay.
3, I see 3. I'm like, I should go home. I see 4. I'm like, let's fucking turn it
Like,
up.
let's go to 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I can respect that.
I think that's a great question and a great answer that happens to be asked at 4:37 a.m.
Yep,
Is that-
that's what it looks like. Yep.
yeah. Is that an AM or a PM after that?
That's
an AM.
that's
It's an
probably
AM.
a dad or a kid. No, it's not a dad. He's a kid. I don't know why. Yeah, but why?
That's someone on a lot of cocaine.
I was gonna say. Hopefully, he wasn't driving.
Dude, by the way, speaking
Zach!
of cocaine, dude, Harry Styles talks about cocaine on his new album. A significant amount.
Breaking news: Rockstar likes cocaine.
But they don't usually say it.
Well, not guys like him. Like true rock
he's
stars are like.
No, but he's a true rock star.
Well, that's the thing. But he is. But he came out
Harry's
without.
house is so goddamn fucking good. It's crazy.
Yeah, but he's not. You know what I mean? Like because of his One Direction shit, people don't
Yeah.
think of him as like rock. But like.
But no, but this is.
But now he's
his last
now
album.
he's David Bowie is what he is.
It's exactly what
Yeah.
his last album. They had a little hints towards it. Like, ooh, this is a little Bowie-esque.
Yeah.
And
Bowie
he fucks everybody.
Bowie is
And-
is an unequivocal rock star, but he's not a rock star if that makes sense. He is. I think he's actually a level above.
I agree.
Rock stars are like I'll smash the guitar, I'll break the TV in the hotel room, I'll do coke, I'll snort Jack Daniels, and I'll fuck chicks. Harry Styles is like, I'll do all that, and I'll fuck your father, and I'll fuck you, and and I'm a little more polite.
I'll do a family slaughter, but it's with my cock.
I'll fuck your daughter who loves me, your mother who loves me, your son, and you. I'll fuck all of you.
Dude, one of my favorite. I'm gonna try and pull it up. But I do think unfortunately I can't really expand on it because I do think he nailed it. I do think it's 3 a.m. is
Well, okay, but there's other times that definitely suck. I think 6 and 6 is not great. I think 6 p.m. is either like you're
I think
in
it's
traffic
fine.
commuting home. 6 a.m. sucks, dude. What's good about 6 a.m.?
Oh, 6 a.m. sucks.
Yeah.
6 p.m.
6 p.m. 6
I'm off
p.m.
work. I'm at the bar.
I know,
I'm
but
good.
for a lot of people, you're either not. You might be commuting home in traffic. You might be starting your to work late. Like 6 p.m. is like I was supposed to be out of here by 5, but I'm still here at 6. I think the only thing you can say definitively is like 9, 10, 11, 12. Like that, those
They're
cannot
golden.
be your answers.
They're golden.
Both sides
Yeah.
are awesome. It's everything after that. Are they reading it right now? Everybody just stood up. Let's see. Can we get some volume on there? Yep. Let's go.
Yes, Your Honor. All right.
A live read.
Live verdict. We haven't done this since like O.J. Simpson.
Of law.
I will not have any outbursts either way. Like holy moly.
Oh no, they just called the
Well,
recess.
just as we were telling you, this could wrap up in just about 10 minutes by 3:10, 3:15. Not so fast. There was
I thought so.
a little sidebar going on with the attorneys in the front. Apparently, the
Dude, I've watched a lot of Law and Order as well.
didn't fill out the damages section. The judge now
You
sending them
dumb
back to
motherfuckers.
complete, this special
Yo,
verdict
there shouldn't be juries. You want to have a real podcast?
Yo.
We should do South African style. One judge.
Is that what they
Maybe
do?
2 judges in South Africa.
They should do a couple.
Dude, a
no,
jury?
They should do like a couple judges, like
Bro.
like a mini Supreme Court.
Bro, my mom actively tried to get on the jury for Aaron Hernandez
To say he was not guilty.
and she no, to say he was not guilty.
I know. Yeah.
Because
Sick pup.
because he walked in. She'll proudly tell this story. He walked in the courtroom in a suit and tie, and is obviously a very handsome man. And my mom said he was just so impressed. I went, oh, he didn't do any of this. That motherfucker killed many people.
Tons of
that
people.
That motherfucker killed a mass shooting worth of people.
Holly was like, he tied that
and my
tie too
mom
pretty.
Tried to get on the jury.
Polly's-
In the sense like, so my grandfather was a judge, and so the judge knew my mom and knew of my grandfather, and he was like, when she got to the final round of questioning, and he was like, you don't want to do this. And she goes,
Oh,
no,
no, I
I
don't."
want to do this.
Yeah, and that's what
And he
killed her,
goes,
right?
Okay,
then
you
you're
can
out.
go.
Yeah. you can't do that.
She got to the judge questioning her part of the jury trial, and she was trying to get on the trial to say Aaron Hernandez didn't do it. Juries are nonsense.
Yeah, like when they say a jury of your peers, it's like, yeah, I know, that's the fucking problem. Look at my peers.
My peers are fucking idiots.
Idiots.
Dude, absolute assholes.
You're telling me-
I had a peer who just cut their hair in the other room
and just left it
didn't
there. Let's
clean
talk
it
about
up.
that. In the green screen room when we were filming Answer the Internet, just human hair all over the place. That's littering. That's
Yeah.
physical human littering. You're telling me, and I think he used to do this. He worked in the courts or whatever. You're telling me that Frank Fleming could be on a jury one day and decide my fate and just be like, he's a Cardinals fan, but at the death. It's like, no,
Dude,
fucking
juries are
assholes.
Crazy. Fuck juries.
All right.
Really, I want to read this Bowie thing. This is one of the more inspirational things I've ever read.
Hit it.
I genuinely believe that. It says, When in doubt, listen to David Bowie. I'm sure I've read this on the podcast before, by the way. When in doubt, listen to David Bowie. In 1968, Bowie was a gay, ginger, bonk-eyed, snaggletooth freak walking around South London in a dress, being shouted at by thugs. 4 years later, he was exactly that, but everyone else wanted to be like him too.
Yeah.
If David Bowie can make being David Bowie cool, you can make being you cool. Plus, unlike David Bowie, you get to listen to David Bowie for inspiration. So you're one up on him. You're already one up on David Bowie.
Yeah,
I think that's a cool ass quote.
but also totally not true.
But also not.
I mean,
true.
you're not David Bowie.
Yeah.
You certainly don't have one up on him.
Yeah, I mean,
You-
most inspirational quotes are not true.
You're a 0 who gets upgraded to 1 because you get to listen to David Bowie, and you got to go up to like 100. Yeah, what was that?
You see that?
Yeah, it
it
was
was
like
splashed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, no, you're not. Now that I've read his inspirational quote,
fuck that inspirational quote.
Not even close. But I do find I always that's one of the few
because
quotes
you
I
know what
often
it
go
is?
back to.
Like cool. There's a fine line between lame and cool. Really, when you
Yeah.
think about it. Whether it's clothes and music and entertainment and all that. It's like you can call you're the funniest stand-up comedian like a clown, a dancing monkey who needs the audience's approval, or he's like the confident cool guy who's the funniest person in the world.
100%.
So like
It's the
but,
first
but
one,
the,
by the way.
But the problem, but the problem is everybody else in the world is not cool or lame. They're just, you know, I'm not walking around town in a dress, being beat up by thugs with makeup on, trying to be something. I'm wearing like khakis and a button up, and I'm just go to my regular job. So either way,
Worse than
you're
a
just
dress.
way worse. It's just like you're just right in the middle. So that's the real inspirational quote: is you're normal and boring, so kill yourself. Back to voicemails.
Let's
Next
get
one.
Danny
What
in
up,
here.
Danny?
Hey, KFC crew. I got a Am I the Asshole for you. All right, I'm trying to make this quick as possible because I know KFC is always bitching about this. So, moved in with some friends from Illinois to
I'm literally just thinking about
Arizona.
this
Lived
today.
there for about a year. We all decided to move to Florida, them for personal training style business. Me, I was starting porn. More on that later. So I moved to Florida with them to Tampa. I keep going back and forth from Miami to Tampa over the next few months. They have a breakup because it's a guy and a girl I was living with. They were dating. So during the breakup, the guy kind of has a breakdown, starts property damage in the new house they're living in. So girlfriend, who was living with a friend because she moved out, obviously. Well, anyway, so comes back with a friend, grabs a bunch of shit that's important. So my mother had passed about 2018, so a lot of shit, photos, memorabilia, things like that, like memories type stuff. Her engagement ring with my father, all that stuff. So they take it in a bag to protect it. About a month goes by, I'm bouncing around, living in Miami a lot because I'm working down there in Fort Lauderdale for work. Ask me more if you want about that. Anyway, so hey, where's the bag? So they're like, all right, we're looking for it. The friend that she had been staying with was moving. So I don't know, shit's going back and forth. Turns out they can't find it. They lose the bag. All my mother's stuff, some important stuff with me and my sister too, and her baby, like just important family shit, gone. And they kind of cut themselves out of my life. They said an apology, like a loose ass apology on the phone once, and then have not addressed it, and then they have basically cut me out of their lives since. I think I know your answer on this, but I mean, where do I go? Am I the asshole? I mean, what the fuck? Like, I know I started a new life down here, but I wanted to stay in contact with them. So
Yeah.
Anyway, rocking the sad boy gear.
I was
It's
gonna
sad boy, not sad boy season, but gotta wear it all the time. Check out my Twitter handle if you guys want to hear more about a male's perspective in the industry. I'd be happy to help. I love the support that you guys give us, and especially the OnlyFans support. A lot of us make a full-time living off that. First year doing it, getting fucked on my taxes, but anyway, love you guys, love the show. Yeah, hope to hear your perspective. All right, thanks.
Yeah,
We gotta get him on.
I know he's coming June 20th to 24th. So
Oh, he's gonna be in studio. Oh, nice. We got a DM from him. Did you see it?
I don't think it is.
Oh, I replied to it. Where he's like talking to a director, where we would be like,
Oh, I did see that. Yes,
Yeah.
we might be
We
extras
might be
in
in porn.
We might be extras in porn, which would be awesome. You know what I want to be? I don't want to be. I don't want to.
Porn, that's gonna be so sick.
This is what I want to be. I don't want to. I have to take my dick out,
big
but I
year
want to
for
be like the cuck in the corner.
You want to?
I don't want to have to jerk off, but I want to be like I'm the husband who's like, oh
Put a little fucking makeup on Kevin.
and I'm just sitting there in like Crocs and shorts, just oh, that's my wife getting deep dicked by Danny. Danny's analing my wife. Oh. That'd be great. So here's the deal. You know, I would love to have my boys back here, and ultimately, I think these people like they lost your shit, so it's on them. But if it really, really means something to you, like you got to go get it like right away. You know what I mean? Like if it's that important, you can't. It's not important to them. That's a bag of shit to them. It's a bag of nothing. So it's like you might have had to be like, I'll come, get that shit out of the house. We don't want that crazy guy damaging it. I'll be back in Tampa in 4 days, and I'll get it from you. But it sounds like he stayed. Oh, I'll get it next time. Oh, we forgot. I'll get it next time. All of a sudden, that bag of like random shit that's important to you, that's not important to me, is fucking gone.
Dude, I don't tend to. I wholly agree with you. It is unfortunate. It sucks.
They are. It's again. You're not an asshole. Danny's not an asshole. They're assholes for like losing your shit. You're just like lazy. Like it's like fuck. I should have taken care of that. That's like we all do that.
It happened. It happened here with me, and not to that extent. No wedding rings or family pictures, stuff like that. But the after the first dozen tournament last year, we had an after party at Factory, a bar I frequent, and RA came, and he forgot, I guess, a limited edition Chiclet sweatshirt there.
Okay.
And then like the next day, he was like, "Is it still there?" So I texted the owners, being like, "Hey, is it?" And they're like, "Yeah, we got it. We put it aside for him." And then like every time he'd come back, like every 3 to 6 months, he'd be like, "Is it still there?" And I'd be like, "I guess so. I don't fucking know. Like I don't
take care of this, man.
Go check it out. Like probably." And then like I was finally like, "It's gone." I have not asked anybody since that night.
Right.
But I was like,
but I'm
it's
not
gone,
gonna.
man.
Yeah.
Because you didn't get it in 6 months.
It's
it
not
can't
that important.
Be that big a deal.
Right.
Like,
which is also the bigger thing. When people are like, I lost, my father's ashes or something. It's like, doesn't really matter.
He was already dead.
Yeah, like it doesn't matter. That means something to you. It's sitting in an attic collecting dust.
It's just the only.
It's like
the guilt weighs on.
Yes.
You even in your heart of hearts, it doesn't matter.
Right. And like,
but it's
maybe
the guilt of losing.
You
that.
have in your head like, if I need some comfort, I could go upstairs and look at that picture, and maybe it'll bring me some comfort. But you'll never do that. And honestly, most often when you do that, I think it doesn't bring you happiness. It's like brings you sadness.
Yeah.
It's like people want to move on. So I think the real lesson here is that like physical things, I don't mean shit, man.
No, they don't like.
Yeah,
I mean,
all that important shit for your mother. Fuck it,
dude. I mean, literally, when my parents moved out of my childhood home last year, 2 years ago, whenever that was, they asked me, "Do you want to come home and clean out your stuff?" And I said, "Just throw it all away. I don't know what's there."
Yeah, well,
So just throw it away.
that's what I'm gonna do. Like when I'm cleaning out my place now, is like I'm like I should go through this and separate like things I want to donate, garbage, or I want to keep. And I'm like, I haven't opened up that closet in 2 years, so whatever it is, I haven't used in 2 years.
Right.
I don't wear
not
it. I don't
necessary.
use it. I don't need it. Just purge the whole fucking thing.
That-
I have so much shit in my apartment, man. Moving out is gonna be a nightmare. It's just like I've acquired so much clothes and
I'll never
samples and
move.
like.
I'll never move.
Just stay.
I'll die in this apartment. It'll be next week, but I'll die. In this apartment.
All right, last voicemail. Let's go.
All right, what's up, KFC, Fights, Jackie, Nick, Zach, the
Zach?
whole crew, everybody, how's it going?
Zach.
So today I have a little bit of a would you rather. Now, I asked my boys this, but Jackie, you can answer. I'm curious to see what a girl would say. So would you rather be completely bald and have perfect trim bush all the time, like you never have to deal with it, never have to worry about it, it's always the perfect length, or would you rather have luscious locks like Brad Pitt and Matthew McConaughey locks, beautiful lettuce, and just completely untameable, unkempt bush? You cannot do anything about it. You cut it, it grows right back. It's just unkempt. It's
Easy
disgusting.
peasy.
You can barely see any.
On the count of three, we'll say our answer.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Luscious
Bush.
locks. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. I mean, no brainer.
I mean,
First of all, my bush doesn't grow like that.
well, but yours will.
Bro.
Yours is. Like,
No,
for
no,
the
no, I'm keeping
no.
my bush.
No, you're not. That's
Why
not the
not?
hypothetical. That's not the hypothetical.
The hypothetical is that I keep my.
No,
my
the hypothetical is you have a bush that grows out of control.
It's my bush.
No,
growing
it's
out of
not. You
control.
didn't say that. He says you have a bush that's hypothetically out of control. The luscious locks, you can use that. That helps you in 100% of your life. It helps you with women, but it helps you at work. It helps you with your
it's
confidence.
easy.
It helps you with
It's
everything.
easy.
You could become a movie star. You could become an actor. You could become famous with that hair. And then they're running their fingers through your hair all the time, and they want to scratch your head. And then they get to your messy dick, and they're like, "Well, that's unfortunate, but whatever."
But what are you gonna do?
At that point, they because now they have a hot boyfriend with the great hair and all that shit.
Messy is it? It's not that bad.
Well, he did say untamable, so I am picturing like Jumanji, like Robin Williams in the jungle for 20 years.
Mid quad.
Yeah, I think
you
it's
can't wear
like
a 5-inch inseam.
I think it's like dreadlocks. Yeah, I think the inseams it's coming out the bottom of your shorts. so you gotta wear pants and all that shit. But it's like, okay, so maybe girls like don't love that you got a hairy dick, but also I'm like on the billboards in Times Square because I got fucking hair. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
No
I mean,
brainer.
that's. I don't want to be rude to our listeners, but that's the dumbest question ever asked. That's the dumbest one.
Now, I mean,
Would you have a perfectly manicured bush, bro? Not since I was fucking 18 have I thought about my pubic hair.
John has been pushing that bush is back for the last.
No.
decade.
No.
Yes, you
Also,
have.
First of all, yes, I have.
Tits and
But
bush.
Brian Simpson tweeted that very recently.
Yeah.
Brian,
You
Simpson,
and Brian can run on a ticket together.
I'm gonna tweet.
Tits and bush.
I'm gonna pull it up. It was whatever the point, whatever I'm trying to say. But that's not what I'm trying to say right now. Is what I'm trying to say is I forgot.
We're wrapping this up. That was crazy.
Hang on.
That was full blown gibberish.
Yeah, no, it's total gibberish.
I want a clip of just that. That was insane. That was absolutely ludicrous.
I literally forgot what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
I'm trying to pull up the Brian Simpson tweet.
That was fucking pure.
Let's be honest. America started going to shit when we let hairy pussies go out of style.
All right.
It's funny coming from a black guy. Because that was right around civil rights.
Our interview today with Stavy Baby, Stavros from Come Town, Stavros Halkias, is brought to you by Movement Watches, the American watchmaker that sells watches and sunglasses and other accessories. They have the quality look of these watches and these accessories that cost like $1,000, except they all do it at a fraction of the cost. Watches start at just $95. They don't go any higher than $135. They've got sunglasses for like $50. They have minimalist jewelry. They've got blue light glasses and all sorts of other style essentials that don't break the bank. It's Father's Day. Let's put it back on. It's Father's Day. So you can get something for your father right now where you don't have to break the bank and you're going to give him something that he actually uses and wears and enjoys. Go to MVMT.com/KFC and get 40% off on the Father's Day sale. That's MVMT.com/KFC.
Oh, that's a classic hypothetical. It's the like Bailey J versus Buck Angel hypothetical. Is that what you're talking about?
No.
A woman with a dick,
it
a hot
is
woman
kinda
with
like
a dick,
that. Yeah,
or
it-
a guy with a pussy.
Right. That's
1,000 times out of 1,000, girl with a penis. It's not even.
No.
Like
No.
like the penis is the least objectionable part. You know what I mean? I want stubble. I don't want to smelling like a guy.
Everything
Dude,
else
that's
about
like
it.
No, a
Whole
dick
pack.
I can
Kissing
deal with a
dude.
dick.
I've said before.
It's like, would you rather kiss a guy with a beard?
I would rather
or
suck a guy's
his
dick before I
And
kiss
it's
a guy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If
I don't
I'm
want
kissing
this.
you right now, absolutely not. I'll blow you way before I do that.
I will say I grew up in I'm Greek, so I'm used to kissing stubble cheeks. So it's like I'm good with that. I think I would probably, but like
But
a
like
deep,
making
a
out,
prolonged makeout, a passionate
the
makeout
beard,
session.
the mustache.
It was like I
Yeah.
think in Hall, I think in the movie it's like, would you rather kiss a guy for 15 seconds or like suck his dick for 2 or something like that?
I see.
And
Yeah.
if it's with the stubble and the feeling and all
I'm
that,
with you.
No way.
But then again, to go back to that,
I've had a popsicle before.
let me go back to that little, yeah, of course, that little blonde guy from that show. I would kiss him for hours. I don't care. You know what I mean? But he's got to read. And I think that's also the thing of like we're in an age where it's like we're understanding gender is fucking bullshit, and it is kind of like people are just kind of like somewhere on a spectrum.
Just
You know
whatever
what I mean?
your dick gets hard for.
And
Whatever
it's
your
like,
pussy gets
and
wet
so
for.
I think I'm like, a guy that's closer to the, to the other end of the spectrum. He's just kind of like, on his they them shit.
Yeah, right.
I
Do your thing, man.
Whatever.
I mean,
on
like
his he
the-
they shit. You
like
know what I mean? That's fine.
If I
don't
found
fucking-
out that you,
I think we're all figuring out there's different stuff we can
making
fuck.
out. If you were making out with
Well,
that
holes
dude,
around.
Yeah.
you're making out with that guy for hours, like you said.
Sure.
That's way gayer than if you fucked him.
Oh, easily.
Like if you were
Yeah,
just like,
yeah,
I fucked that guy, like,
Yeah.
a hole's a hole. You
Yeah.
kissed him for a few hours. You're a gay guy.
He was great. He was cool.
There's
I
some guy out there listening.
wonder where he's
He's
at.
like, wait a minute,
I'm
that
trying
was
to think,
me.
I'm trying to figure out where the show was. It was in Brooklyn at the Faulkner. That was the bar. This is like 4 years ago. If you're out there and you've kept it tight, hit me up.
Make sure you subscribe to KFC Radio on YouTube to get all the video content. Subscribe, comment, like, and make sure you turn on the bell notifications so you know whenever new video content drops.
I want to say something, but the video has to be fast. So that's it.